In this video, I am going to explain how will you solve the questions related with the Rolle's theorem. Okay, now I am going to start the video. How will you able to solve different questions which are based on the Rolle's theorem. Generally, this topic is of the topic of differential calculus, generally asked in the BTech engineering examination of first year. Now I am going to start the topic, what is Rolle's theorem. Firstly, I am going to explain you three different topics, three different conditions. If they are satisfied, then Rolle's theorem is applied in that case. The first condition is that the given function must be continuous in the given closed interval. Second condition, that function must be derivable. That is, it must be differentiable in the open interval of those limits. And the third condition, the value of the limits, if we put it that in the function f of a is equal to f of b, then there must be exist a value, that is c, for which f dash c is equal to 0. The three conditions, if they are applied in given polynomial, in given function, then that function satisfies the Rolle's theorem. Now I am going to explain this topic by taking some example. Now I am going to take this function, and the conditions for this limits are 0 and 8, and we have to prove Rolle's theorem for this question. Now the question is 8x minus x square, and we have to verify Rolle's theorem for this function for the limit 0 to 8. Now first condition, as it is a polynomial, this equation is the polynomial. So for every x, it is continuous. Now first condition is satisfied. Now the second one, we have to find whether it is differentiable or not. So if fx is equal to 8x minus x square, and we differentiate it, we get 8 minus 2x. We can see that it is easily differentiated. So it is differentiable in open interval 0, 8. Here you have to write in the small brackets. And it is continuous in closed interval 0, 8. Now two conditions are satisfied. Now moving to the third condition, we have to find f of 0 and f of 8 for two limits. And here what we use, 8x minus x square. So when we write 0, we get 8 into 0 minus 0 square, which is equal to 0. Now when we apply 8, we get 8 into 8 minus 8 square. So what we get, 64 minus 64, and we get 0. Now we easily observe that the value of f of 0 is equal to f of 8. That is, f of 0 is equal to f of 8. What does it mean? F of a is equal to f of b. So this condition is also satisfied. Now we have to find now the point C, for which f dash c is equal to 0. Now the condition is, we have to find f dash c is equal to 0. That means there exists a value c, which is in between 0 to 8. Okay. So we have the fx is equal to 8x minus x square. So f dash x is 8 minus 2x. So in place of x, we write c, and we make it is equal to 0. So we write it over 8 minus 2c. So when we solve it, we get 2c is equal to 8 and value of c is equal to 4. And it is noticeable that 4 lies in between 0 to 8. In this way, this equation, given equation 8x minus x square, is satisfying the Rolle's theorem. And you can apply this thing, this concept, even in different types of function, whether they are exponential, whether trigonometric, anyone. Now the next question which I am going to take, it consists of the sine, that is trigonometric functions, and e, that is exponential function. This function is a combination of both types of functions, trigonometric and exponential. And with the help of this question, I am trying to explain you how will you solve different types of questions. These types of questions also by the Rolle's theorem, whether Rolle's theorem is satisfied for this function or not. Now the first point. First point, it is continuous or not in the closed interval. So, as sin x and ex are continuous functions, so it is also continuous for closed interval of 0 to pi. Now, second one, whether it is differentiable or not. So, we have to find out f dash x. So, we apply the denominator method, that is e2x, okay, square of the denominator. Now, ex, differentiation of sin x is cos x minus sin x, and differentiation of ex is ex. Clear? So, what we get, ex common, cos x minus sin x, and here we get ex dot ex, because it is e2x, it is get cancelled. So, we left over with cos x minus sin x over ex. So, we can easily observe that it can be differentiated. So, that is, it is differentiable. So, what we write, it is differentiable for open interval 0 to pi. Now, 2 steps are already completed. Now, I am going to move to third step. Now, we have to find f of a is equal to f of b. Okay. So, when we write f of 0, we get sin 0, e0. Sin 0, that is 0 and it is 1. So, its answer is 0. Now, f of pi, which is equal to sin pi over e pi, which is also equal to 0. So, f of 0 is equal to f of pi. This point is also proved for this case. Now, we have to find a point C which lies in between these two intervals, and for which f dash C is equal to 0. Okay. Now, as we find out earlier, f dash x is equal to cos x minus sin x over ex. Okay. Now, we have to find out f dash c is equal to 0. So, in place of x, we have to write c. So, what we have, cos c minus sin c over e to the power c is equal to 0. Just notice on the blackboard, when we multiply this with this, we get 0, and we left over with cos of c minus sin of c is equal to 0. That means cos of c is equal to sin of c. Now we divide by cos of c on both of the sides, we get 1 over sin c over cos c. So we get 1 over tan c. So when we have value 1, we get over here c is equals to, or you can write as tan c is equal to tan pi by 4. Clear?
Yes.
No, value of c is pi by 4 and pi by 4 lies in between 0 to pi. So Rolle's theorem is satisfied for this equation. Also, I hope you liked my video and way of teaching contents. If you like the video, then please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.